One favorite for February, coffee. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today we are talking about my February month in review. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Or if you're new to this series, every month I talk about some things I've been loving, things I haven't been loving possibly, things that I'm excited about, personal updates, and also what I spent my budget on for the month. Also, how many of you have been here long enough to remember when I wore my hair in a top knot every single video? I'm just curious for gets and shiggles. Okay, let's go ahead, if I'm prepared, let's go ahead and talk about my tops for the month. I am really excited to share these with you. The first one is actually really cool. This is a product I never would have purchased on my own. It wasn't an interest for me or anything, but I received the Clinique Even Better Makeup with Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I have mine in the shade WN16 Buff. And I got this as one of the possible choices for a diamond gift at Ulta. We've already addressed the diamond status. Anywho, I love this makeup. This actually may be a substitute, not a dupe, but a substitute for my Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. We don't know if that's being discontinued or not, but we do know that it has left a lot of stores. It is still at my Walmart currently, but that could change any day now. I do think I may purchase a backup of that foundation before it does leave, if it's going to leave, only because not only is it my favorite foundation for filming and for all day wear, but also I use the exact same shade on my daughter for recitals and things like that for dance. So just saying. But I love this. This is actually the foundation I have on today. I'm prepared. It's a very natural finish. You know, I think you could build this up to at least a medium coverage. I wear it more like at a light coverage personally. That's my sweet spot. I don't know what else to say other than I really, really like this. It's relatively long wearing. I can get a good 8 hours out of it with my combination skin. And I'm so excited that I found this month. I think I probably won't cry now if they discontinue the Physicians Formula foundation. I have a palette in my top this month, which is kind of funny. I think we're seeing a pattern where a lot of times whatever palette I'm doing 7 looks with, whether it's newer or older, it sometimes or frequently lands in my tops for the month. And that was definitely the case with the Persona Identity 2 palette. This is pretty much what I have on my eyes today. I have a light peach shade, which I'll show you. I have this peach shade all over the lid, and then I took this really beautiful, like royal, almost eggplant purple, and used that as my liner. I also used a couple of shades from my Identity 1, the first Identity palette, and by now you would have seen 7 looks, 1 palette with the 2 of them combined. I'm going to link that for you in case you missed it because I loved doing that video and creating looks, but this was definitely a favorite, definitely a favorite for me this month, Bob. This is every bit as good as the first palette. Formula is spot on, exactly the same, beautiful performance. And if this scared you with the colors versus the first palette, which I happen to have here, which was very neutral, these two paired together are absolutely stunning. This palette makes this palette much more wearable. So if you're attracted to this palette, you want to play with color a little bit, and you already have the first one, I highly recommend trying these two together. It was a lot of fun. I love this look that I came up with today, and that's all, folks. Next is my MAC Sheer Tone Blush in the shade Baby Blush. Blush Baby, all one word. It is the blush that I have on today, and it's just my perfect, it's a dusty rose blush, but it's neutral. I love all Dusty Rose blush, but I do like that this one is very neutral because it pairs really nicely with cooler toned looks while still staying in that rosy family versus like a warm Dusty Rose. I love a warm Dusty Rose too, but I'm not going to pair that one with certain looks that I would pair this one with. The formula is super silky, soft, smooth, not a ton of kick up in the pan. I think because it's the sheer tone formula, you know, it's buildable and it doesn't look garish. To me, it almost looks like my natural cheek color when I blush. So I really like this. I have one other MAC blush. I love the formula of that one as well. So this was definitely in the top this month. And then last tops for the month are Sephora brushes. In general, I started out with this one right here, which is the 55.5 Pro Airbrush Mini. I received this, it says 2018. I actually got this at the very beginning of 2019. For my birthday, I went shopping at Sephora and I happened to make rouge that same trip, and this was one of the gifts I received, and I love this. My favorite use for this is like touch up with powder. If I get shiny, you know, I'll go in with this. But man, if you can't use this brush for damn near everything, it works for foundation, works for concealer. Like I said, it definitely works for powder, especially if you're really just trying to set in that T-zone area and keep it nice all day. I've used it for blush. I haven't used it for highlighter or bronzer, but you probably could. And I actually travel with this brush more often than not. And then recently I picked up these from the Sephora Pro line. Yes, Pro. The first one I purchased is the number 56. So this is 55 and this is 56 in case you want to see the difference. And this is the Pro Flawless Airbrush. This was a recommendation from Jessica Braun. This one is pinched a little bit at the ferrule, whereas this one is, it's not pinched, but it's more oval. It's not completely perfectly round. Anywho, and it's fluffy at this point. And I think they mostly talk about this as being used for foundation on the website, but I love this for concealer. That is what Jessica Braun uses it for. This also, in spite of its very relatively dense bristles, I mean, it's flexible, but it's dense. There's a lot of bristles here. I also like this for setting under the eyes, oddly enough. I have a really weird situation going on with my concealer today. But I love this brush. It has a lot of uses. I could see doing a highlight with this. I mean, you could use it any way you want to use it. Then I also picked up the number 93 Pro Featherweight Blending Brush. Isn't this fun? Wow. This one is very, very flexible, has long bristles, and the reason I purchased this is my perfect highlight brush. It just softly lays down the highlight on the skin. I could do this all day long. You want to watch? Anywho, I love this. This is my perfect highlighter brush, and I have been looking for one. So there you go. And then I also picked up the Pro Small Blush number 74. They also have the numbers up here on the ferrules, which is nice. And like I said, this is a small blush brush. I do like this one. I don't know that it's what I was expecting because I also have this brush from Delium Tools. This is from the Golden Triangle collection. It's the 945 contour brush, and I do like this for contour. It does really do a nice job for that. I've also used this for both blush and highlight in the past, but I will say when I purchased this one from Sephora, I didn't realize it would be like exactly the same brush as this. And if I'm being honest, this one from Delium is way softer. This one, I don't know. These two brushes feel like pro quality brushes, even this one. But this one feels, I mean, I don't want to say, it doesn't feel like a Morphe brush per se, but it's just not as soft as the Delium one. So I'll have all of these listed down below, but I have really enjoyed, you know, delving into some nicer brushes from Sephora. Bottoms. These are pretty minor bottoms. I mean, these aren't terrible products. One I'll probably still use for a while. The other one I've already put in my empties and dug back out. And that one is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. I have mine in the shade Latte. You do get a spoolie on one end. Spoolie's fine. I don't know. This one, I wonder if it'll do it on my hand. No, probably not. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. Here it is. It's a good shade for me. Maybe slightly too warm. I don't love a warm brow, but when I'm using this on my brow, I find that the product catches on some of my hairs, and then it'll leave like a teeny tiny, like a micro chunk behind, and I am not about that life. I try once I pencil my brows in. I mean, I do run a spoolie through, but I do very carefully, and because of those little chunks sticking in the hair, I ended up, you know, taking away all the brow work I had just done to try and comb those little micro chunks out of my brows. So this is not a favorite to me. For me, I was hoping that it would be, because this is only $5, and my favorite NYX Micro Brow Pencil is like $10 depending on where you purchase it. So for me, this was a pass. And the other pass from me this month is this Stila Beauty Boss lip gloss. This is in the shade Elevator Pitch. I actually thought this was a promo at Sephora during the holidays. I actually thought maybe this was one of their liquid eyeshadows. Turns out it's a lip gloss, which is fine. I like lip gloss. It's almost like this reddish color with like a really yellow gold glitter. And I don't like this formula at all. Here it is right here. It's pretty, no doubt about that. It's a color that I thought, oh, that'll be really festive for the holidays. I actually ended up not ever wearing it because, number one, I can feel the glitter in it. Like on my lips, I can feel that there's glitter in it, and I don't like that feeling. But also, Stickyville. Sticky, icky. This is very sticky. When I put it on the back of my hand just now, I could feel the hairs on the back of my hand like going to and fro along with the doe foot. So, like I said, I probably will try and make use of this at least for a little while. But if not, my daughter might like this, or, you know, I'll just declutter it as I get into the lip category. So, speaking of that, a couple things I'm very excited for this month, as in coming up in March, is I am working on my collection and declutter series for all of my makeup. This year I decided that I'm going to be doing my collection video and my declutter videos in one, category by category. They're going to be longer. I wanted them to not feel super chopped up or anything like that. So they're a little longer. Basically, you are going to get bite-sized reviews on every single thing in my collection, including swatches. So I hope you guys are excited for that, because I am super stoked. This is the most I've been excited about collection videos since starting my channel. So that's coming soon, 10 videos over 2 weeks, and it's going to be a blast. I hope you guys are stoked, because I'm stoked. And also, I'm very excited that going up tomorrow in collaboration with my girl Kelly, as always, is my Shop My Stash video. And this coming month in March, which the spring equinox or first day of spring is on the 21st, I believe. And we're going to be shopping our stash for our springtime makeup. And I'm stoked. Like, going through these collection videos has been so fun, because I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be perfect, that'll be great. So it could be a massive Shop My Stash. I'm going to try and rein myself in a little bit, but it's whatever. I'm very excited for that. And then another thing I'm excited about before we get into one last thing is, in case you missed it, I'm sort of unofficially panning some products within my collection this year. Things I'm just ready to move out for one reason or another, or just want to get really good use out of, so on. I finally hit pan, and it was on a blush, and it was the Tarte Party Blush, the 12-hour Amazonian clay. This might be, no, it's not hard to see. It's right there. It's a teeny tiny baby sliver pan, but I will take it. Like, I love this blush. And the goal is actually to use this one up, I think, but for right now, I'm going to continue working on it. I want to see some more pan before I decide if I'm going to roll this out or not, but that is one product that I have made good progress on. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, it's kind of like a channel thing. I know that I probably have lost some subscribers just based on the fact that I change my mind sometimes. For example, last year was going to be my no-buy year. It ended up being about a no-buy 7.5 months, and then I lost my ever-loving last mine. And I know I lost subscribers because of that, and I'm not even sorry about it. Like, I need to do what's right for me, and, you know, I certainly want to hold myself accountable to goals and limitations and things like that. But here's where I'm at. I'm thinking about lifting my palette restriction. If you missed it, one of my goals this year was a beauty budget of $50 as well as a palette ceiling of 6 palettes this year. I've already purchased 2, and I've acquired a third one through for free, which we'll get to in a minute. But I'm thinking about lifting the number of palettes that I can buy this year as long as I stay under that $50 a month budget. I think, number one, I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether you think I should do that or not. Why? But also, I'm going to wait until I actually film my palette collection and declutter and see how much I get rid of. I know a couple of palettes that I'm for sure going to let go, but it could be more, or it could not be. And so I'm going to wait until I film that and make my final decision then. But in the meantime, I'd really like to hear from you guys. All right, we're going to run through this very quickly. I'm not going to swatch anything. Let me know if you want to see any videos on any specific products that I show you right here. But I'm going to show you all the stuff that I bought this month in February when I broke and smashed my beauty budget. If you missed that video, I'll link it for you somewhere. So first off, I bought the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in the shade Tantastic. Smells like coconut, beautiful packaging. The 2 things that I talked about before that I got for free, they were with my Ulta points, and I don't count Ulta points towards my budget or towards like my stuff total, like my palette total at this point. So the first thing I got for free was from Nude Sticks. Comes in this cute little tin with a mirror, which I think I'll make use of. And it's a little mini set of their stick products. You get a magnetic luminous eye color. This is in the shade Rustic Grotto. It's like a deep copper shade. I haven't used that yet. And then this one, this is what's on my lips today. This is the Nude Sticks Gel Color Lip and Cheek Balm in the shade Pulse. It's this beautiful sort of dusty rose that actually really goes perfectly with that MAC blush, which is why I'm wearing it. And then this was the thing, I really wanted to try this, and ultimately I'm really glad now that I got this mini kit instead of buying the full size of this. It's the Nude Sticks Nudies All Over Face Color in the shade Sunkissed. And it's just it's neutral. It's neutral AF. And I've used this on my cheeks several times, and I'm glad I have the mini, because I think that'll suffice. And then the other thing that I got for free with my points this month was the ColourPop You're a Cutie palette. I really like this. I'm actually really glad that I purchased this palette. I didn't purchase this for YouTube. I'd be a day late and a dollar short if I did, because Valentine's is over. This was exclusive to Ulta, so not everybody is going to be able to get a hold of it and so on. But I am glad I bought this palette. I like the color story. Let me know if you want to see a few looks with this, if you're even interested. Do you want to see some spring looks? Whatever. Okay. Fast, Kyra. Okay, I also picked up the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Concealer. I have not, I don't believe, found the best way to apply this yet. I don't like the way it looks under my eyes, so I'm going to keep working with that one. Then I'm just going in a random order, not even remotely how I purchased them throughout the month. I picked up a couple of Charlotte Tilbury products, the Hollywood Contour Wand in Fair Medium, and the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand High Blush in Peachgasm. I haven't figured out how to apply that one, how I like it either. I went ape for blush this month, so let's just keep on with the blush. I picked up the Physicians Formula Glow and Mood Boosting Blush in the shade Natural. This is so cute. It has a nice, like, I don't know, it's a perfumey smell, so you may not like it. But I got that one. I picked up the NYX Sweet Cheeks Glow. That's very hard to say. In the shade Citrine Rose. Oh, I love this one. I wish I could swatch these all for you. Picked up the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Melon Pop. Oh, I love this blush. I love it so much. It's perfect. It's so perfect. I'm so glad that I picked that up. I love that formula. Also picked up the Kosas Color and Light Creme. This is in the shade 8th Muse. This was a Jessica Braun made me buy it moment. But in all seriousness, like, I've been wanting to buy this for a while, and I do love how this looks on the skin. I can apply that any damn way that I want to, and it works just fine. Picked up the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner in the shade Simma Brown. Now, this probably seems like an odd purchase for me, but this is a highly recommended product from Mandy Lee. I'll link her down below. And I love this. This is the perfect formula. It's not too soft. I like the Marc Jacobs highliners, but these are super, super soft. I almost have to use a brush to apply it so I don't get like a thick brown line, but this is just firm enough without it dragging on the eye or anything like that, so I'm excited. That's like 99 cents. I also picked up all the things that I wanted this month when I broke my budget. I got the Fenty Beauty Gloss in hot chocolate. This is really pretty. I almost wish I had gone with one of the more neutral shades, but I do really like that, and it is unique to my collection. I picked up one of these e.l.f. bite-sized little palettes in the shade Rosewater. It's really pretty. I've only worn it once. Let me know again if you would like to see a look or two with that. And then last two palettes, one you've definitely seen. I did 7 looks with the Natasha Denona Love palette. I'll link that for you as well. And then the thing that started the month off, the first thing I bought in February was the Lorac Mega Pro 4. This is the last one they've put out. I don't know if they're even going to put any more out, but I love this color story, and I've really been enjoying this palette, especially because I've been craving some, you know, lighter pastel type looks. So that's that. In terms of thoughts for March, anything that I might be interested in purchasing, there's only one thing. I might purchase the Viseart Paris palette, or I might buy nothing. Currently, literally, the Viseart palette is the only thing I'm interested in terms of newer releases. And at this point, I mean, like, day late and a dollar short, that's already been, like, people have that t-shirt already. So it wouldn't be me buying it for YouTube. I would use it, and I might even review it. But it would be me buying it because I think it's, like, my perfect color story. It is neutral, but it is calling my name. A lot of people said the You Are a Cutie palette from ColourPop was supposed to be dupey, and I have to heartily disagree. This comes off very, very warm on the eyes, despite how it looks in the palette. Whether that's because I am a very warm skin tone or not, I don't know, but when I watch reviews of the Paris palette, those come off much more neutral to cool tone, which is what I was hoping this palette would be. This palette's beautiful. I love it. I enjoy it. But I'm still interested in the Viseart one. And with all of that said, this is a long video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I love these videos. I love talking about things I love. I love warning you about things I don't love. And, you know, here's to a better beauty budget March. Lots of fun things coming in March for you guys and for me. And with all of that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful. Use what you have and be a smart consumer. Makeup days. And I will see you in my next video soon.